Rightio, as far as the Nutrien Ready to Run online sale, which commences on the 19th and finishes on the Monday at 6 o'clock. I've got to get those dates right. Daniel Jack joins me. Firstly, welcome back to Nutrien, Daniel.
Thank you, Paul.
We're here at Shepparton. We've just been watching your colt, which is lot number 4, slide around, an American Ideal colt out of the race-winning mare, 6-time race-winning mare in Fantasia. Didn't quite go to plan. We had a few little skips over the shadows, unfortunately. There's a few shadows here at Shep, but he was good other than that.
Yeah, he handled him quite good by the 4th time over him. One of them things. He probably should have come in and had a go. But it's a bit revvy with another one at home. And thought he'd just be a happy medium in here, and he'd stride over the shadows lovely, but he hit the skids at a couple of them.
He was a little bit different. People will be able to see, but they were also able to get a good gist of him. He's got a lovely action when he was striding along.
He can get striding a bit.
Yeah.
He strides out pretty good. He hasn't done a huge amount of work. Poked along. I think copped a bit of flack last year. A couple of them were. They seemed to think they'd done a great heap of work and what's not. He come in green as grass. We'll see if they think any different this time around. But no, he bowls around good.
He does indeed. American Ideal. Copy that one, the New Zealand Cup today. Timing can be everything, but they're very well sought after, the colts. Must be hard to sell a colt like this.
Colts are always easy to sell. Hope they're champions. For his mother. But look, he's a well-bred horse. He's an American Ideal out of an Art Major mare who was a handy enough mare, and I think she was out of Size Stakes winning mare who was out of Scoots Away. I think might have been the 4th time, was it?
Yep, something like that. You're going good.
Fantastic family.
Yeah,
one of the best families in the book.
Yeah, and it's key. So the reason for selling him is basically you are a seller. You've always been a seller.
Oh, he's. I thought he'd sell at the yearling sales. He went to the Sydney sales at APG sale, and for some reason there's not an enormous appetite for American Ideals at the yearling sales. Don't know why. They win Oaks, Derbies, 2-year-old classics, New Zealand Cups. They're superstar horses, but for some reason they probably lack that little bit of charisma. Although, look, he's standing up there now, he looks all right. They tend not to sell overly well at the sales of American Ideals, and I didn't think he bought enough.
No, so you brought him home, sell him here. This is the second time you've been involved with the Nutrien the Nutrien sale. You enjoy the experience?
I think there's a good marketplace for him. It's incredible when you look at the great horses over the periods that have come out of Ready to Run sales. Yet they cop a bit of flack. Lochinvar Art was.
I was going to say we're
2 years ago, and then Let Us Trotter from
Let Us Trot.
Let Us Trot will obviously be New South Wales 2-year-old trotter of the year this year.
Yep.
So for only a small group of horses that go through, and there's a considerable amount of other winners amongst them as well. So.
I think out of last year's sale, I think there's 3 or 4 that have already started in really good races as well. So, but Let Us Trot is the number one of those. He's had 2 starts, 2 wins. There's actually a full sister to him in this online sale as well in lot number 1. So it's well worth looking at. There is only 5 lots, but make sure you get there and have a look. You said before about American Ideal. The one thing people have got to be aware of: fully booked. You can't get any more of them. If you're not booked into him for the last 2 years, you're not going to get into him. So that's the hardest part about him, isn't it?
13,000 too, I think.
Yeah. So
he's but he is one of those elite level stallions. If you look at the size list in the 3 major racing continent areas, North America, New Zealand and Australia, they're always there.
Yep.
They're amongst the best ones all the time.
Yep.
He is a great stallion, and they race on.
Still leaves 2-year-old winners in North America. He's in the top 5 in North America at the minute for 2-year-olds.
He's an amazing stallion, and for a long time, I think he stood for 8,800 in New Zealand, and he come out here and he's 11,000 and got flocked to and got 200 that first year, and gone up again. He's 13, and as you said, he's impossible to get into. So you can get into this fella.
Exactly. Right, mate. Thank you very much. As I said, the online sale starts on the 19th. Starts about lunchtime. Commences on the Monday. I think it's the 23rd, if my dates are correct, at 6 o'clock. Breeders' Crown weekend, exactly, and it's on the Monday afternoon. Don't forget to tune in to Campbell's Comments. We'll be live. We'll be going through the 5 lots as they go. I love it. It's a lot of fun. Go onto the Auction Plus website. Go to nutrien.com.au. Follow the links. Make sure you register. Follow all the guidelines. People are getting used to it. It's been here. They're not going anywhere, so you might as well sit there and log on and get used to it. Daniel, Jack, thank you very much for joining me, mate.
Thanks, Paul.